Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, I'm on Path of Legends pushing with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, my favorite deck in the game, after the July balance changes, so after we received the devastating double base Tesla nerf. I did live stream yesterday pushing up from Challenger 1 all the way to Grand Champion League with only one loss, and in today's video I'll be going for Royal Champion League and hopefully keeping a pretty decent undefeated streak going. Now again, this is after the balance changes, so Tesla's going to be pretty weak. I want to kind of give it a first glance on higher ladder and just see how we can do. It's only the first 4 days or so of the season, so very early on in the season, all the way up here going for Royal Champion League. Should be a pretty fun ladder push, and let's see if we can beat people using this deck. Now, a quick disclaimer before we get into the actual commentary of the games. I did want to say that I'm starting from the very beginning of Grand Champion, so the very first step, and it's going to be about 9 games to Royal Champion League, so I think that's going to be too many games to cram into one video, so I will be posting bonus content on my second channel, SK777, link will be in the description below if you guys are interested. I've been trying to grind a little bit more on my second channel. I feel like not a lot of people know about it, so just in case you guys did not know, I do have a second channel where I post some bonus content and gameplay, and I hope you guys can check it out if you want to. But yeah, let's get into the push. We are up against Giant right now, which should not be too big of an issue because Giant did receive quite a few nerfs. We see the Giant plus Prince, which normally would make me very frustrated, but both those cards did receive nerfs, so I'm pretty okay with this, honestly. Just gonna go for the E-Spirit. By the way, a very big thing, everyone seems to be back to the Princess Tower now, which I think is a great change, honestly. Dagger Duchess was so dominant for so long. I think it's just so lovely that we're finally seeing more Princess Tower usage, and I honestly think a Princess Tower meta is for the best. Like OP Sam, one of the other pros in Clash Royale, made a tweet saying, like, it seems like Princess Tower has the highest usage right now. Do you think we're finally back to a Princess Tower meta? And I was like, hopefully we are, because Princess Tower metas are for the best, and we get a nice lock. Great punish with my Evo archers there, as you can see, just utilizing my Evo cycle and getting him in single and getting a huge damage lead right to begin this match. We're already up by 2,000, if not more, so that's just an insane start. And honestly, guys, 3.0 Xbow Cycle still has so much potential. I definitely think the Tesla nerf is huge, and it's definitely going to hurt us overall. I'm not saying that it's nothing, but I made a video saying that, you know, they officially killed Xbow Cycle, and while I do genuinely believe this Tesla nerf was very harsh, I will also admit I might have been a little bit hyperbolic because I think, like, it's not going to entirely die. One thing I will say as well, though, is that I think the skill gap and, like, the overall skill ceiling of 3.0 is going to be so much higher because you're going to have to work so much harder to get the same results now that we have a much weaker deck with the nerfed Tesla, right? And so I think a lot of people, especially like you guys who comment in my videos and you're like, oh, I love watching you play SK, but I just struggle to have success with this deck myself. It feels so difficult. I think for all of you guys especially, it's going to be much more difficult now because, you know, 3.0 is just in a worse spot. You're not going to get many bailout interactions at all. Tesla is going to be pretty weak as a whole, except for the Evo form, but that's only 1 in 3 Teslas, and overall I just think it's going to be a pretty rough time. But I'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can still, you know, make a lot of content for you guys, teach you how to play the deck, even in this rough meta. Definitely going to be making more videos and not stopping anytime soon. But this game is pretty much over, honestly. Like, this is just Giant Prince, and Prince was nerfed, so the charge isn't too ridiculous anymore. So it's pretty manageable. I think I can actually go Xbow, and he should pretty much lose right here. He has like Knight and Prince in cycle, but I can just DPS everything down with my archers and log, and he should be too low in elixir to do anything else. Look at that Evo archer in the left putting in endless work, and that is a lock, and that is indeed good game, as he gives a good game himself. So that was a great win against Giant. As you can see, still very much able to outplay people in single, and great first win of the video. Alright guys, we got a game against Fifi now. Looks like he might have log bait on his profile, so I'm actually going to leak a bit because he has Cannoneer. I don't really want to cycle log first play in case he is playing log bait, so let me just see. Okay, goes for the hog. I'll just Tesla to react, so no log bait, looks like a false alarm. But yeah, back to the tower troop topic. I actually do believe that it's going to be much nicer now that we have a more diverse meta. Obviously, I love having Princess Tower as the main tower. I think Duchess was so oppressive and honestly, like, just kind of no skill to some degree. I saw a tweet by one of my friends, Lucas X Gamer, and he said it actually feels like he has to work for interactions now because he was so used to Duchess just meaning you don't have to respond to anything on the counter push, you know, like you can ignore so much. Duchess just solos it like by herself. So now that she's actually nerfed again, it's going to be pretty nice. Going to go for the low Tesla, try and bait him. Oh, he fell for the bait. Oh, he just lost the game, guys. He just went for his Mighty Miner, right? And he went for his Hog EQ. So he overcommitted and he got no damage because that was a terrible Earthquake. I'm gonna go in, and that was a really bad mighty ability as well. Gonna Knight to predict the Tesla, and he lost right now because all he can do is Tesla. Yeah, he goes for the low E-Spirit, does not catch it in time, and even if he did, he would not have had any way to really get on this Xbow. He doesn't have an Earthquake in cycle, so he has to log. Okay, good log clipping my Skellies, but that's gonna be a huge punish, and as you can see, even if he did get that E-Spirit down in time, he definitely would have just taken so much damage either way, because Earthquake was outcycled, Mighty Miner was outcycled. He basically had to Tesla on the Xbow, and so I knew he had to do that, so I went for the Knight. He tried to get around it, but obviously doesn't work because he was low on Elixir, and his cycle was just so awkward, so really good punish. That is a trick I want you guys to learn against Hoggy Q, where you go for low Teslas early, and the bad players always fall for that bait and actually go for an Earthquake, which is kind of sus. Gonna split my archers, really good play here, as you can see. We just kind of sack one, and we have the other one kind of going for free here to support this Xbow. He's going to go for the Quake, and that's going to be a Hog. Let me Tesla to make this Hog jump. If the Mighty Miner was not tanking, guys, that play would have actually meant the Xbow locks on the tower. I would have gotten a big lock, so pretty nice all in all. I mean, this game is still pretty much over, but this is just how I like to play against Hoggy Q with 3.0. I always like to try and get a lock in single if I can, and the main way you can do that is by punishing them and baiting them into making bad plays. So honestly, like, the Tesla nerf doesn't change the playstyle that much. Like, I had someone ask me in my Discord server, you know, hey SK, does the Tesla nerf change the playstyle much, and if so, will you make a video on it? And honestly, like, I don't really see how it does. All it actually does is just makes it harder for us to cope with defenses, considering Tesla is weaker. Let me make this Hog jump real quick, and just still got melted by the Evo Archers, but even if it didn't, would have been game-winning damage right there. And I'm actually just going to Fireball the tower, I think, because that's Fireball log range. I can just defensive Expo now to, like, be safe. Even if he Earthquakes it, I'm back to a Tesla soon. Don't want to get outcycled, that's the main thing here. So yeah, really nice win. Again, I just don't think the playstyle changes, I just think it's weaker overall, which is kind of sad. But I mean, you can still outplay people is the other thing. Like, I outplayed this guy really hard in single, and I still won very easily. So great win against Hoggy Q. Alright guys, coming off a wonderful one against Hog Earthquake against this guy called Cold American Maid. Alright, let's see what he's going to be running. We are actually against the Duchess now. I think this is the first Duchess opponent we've had. But honestly, Duchess is, like, worse, I think, than a Princess in a lot of situations. Like, I think against a Knight, she might be worse. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that. We see a Lava Hound. Nice. Honestly, I think we're going to see a lot of lava in this meta, guys, because if you look at the balance changes, Void was not touched. Nothing about Lava Hound was touched. Meanwhile, Evo Wizard and Tesla were both nerfed. Two of the biggest things keeping Lava Hound in check. So I actually think Lava Hound's going to go crazy this meta, and it's going to be very good to get some lava practice right here, right now. So we see the guards. We see the Void as well. Okay, I mean, really bad Void. I can just Tesla after the Void dies, and this will full counter the Lava Hound. Like, I do not really ever want to see a Void on the Archers. I mean, I obviously want to see it. It's really good for me. But as a Lava player, like, I would never want to do that myself. Like, that's just such a bad play. Unless, I guess, it's on Evo Archers. But Void on normal Archers, like, come on, man. You need to save that for the Tesla. So maybe he didn't have arrows in cycle. Maybe he's just not running arrows in this deck. Either way, he seems to be upset. I'm going to go in because he's not back to Barbs, nor is he back to guards, actually. He goes for the Lava Hound, and that's just going to be a lock on the tower. And we are going to win if we can defend this. And honestly, I'm pretty comfortable and confident that I can defend this, because Lava Hound is one of my best matchups, guys. Like, if you've been watching me for a while, you will know that Lava Hound is definitely one of my best matchups in this game, especially with 3.0, let alone other Expo variants. Going to Fireball ASAP. Oh, we clipped the guards too, so that is just going to die to the Expo. Really bad play by him, honestly. And that's literally just going to be game. Going to go for the Skellies to protect the Archers a bit. Then Tesla, because I think he's going to go for a spell. Yeah, he does go for the Zap. So as you guys can see, the Tesla was not really necessary, but just safe, you know? And that's definitely game now. I mean, I took literally 0 damage the whole time, I think. I maybe took, like, some damage somewhere, but it feels like it was just, like, some lava hits and then, like, a Void or something. Like, no major damage at all. Gonna go for the Expo now. He's gonna go Evo Barbs, but I can melt them with my Evo Archers, plus Log, and then E-Spirit to catch this Void, maybe? Let's see. Skellies as well. Okay, and unfortunately the E-Spirit's going to jump, so no Void catch. We still do get, like, 3 ticks, which is not the worst. And then the Archers will force a response. I'm not going to Knight. I think it's a bit too aggressive. Like, no need. Honestly, I'll just, like, Knight to react to the guards and then Expo again. If he wants to go Lava Hound, he's going to get screwed by this next Expo. I can Evo Tesla here, and he has his Evo Zap as well. Like, okay, he didn't play Loon the whole game, by the way. I think that was another mistake. Although Loon is actually pretty easy to defend if you know what you're doing, and I definitely do know what I'm doing. But I think he just kind of structured his pushes poorly, and, like, I just know all the Expo interactions. Like, he's BMing the whole time, so I'll just give a king laugh real quick. But yeah, that is definitely just game. We just destroyed Lava Hound. Like, honestly, it's never this smooth usually. Like, this was too good for like for what it seemed. But gonna go for this trick, guys. Knight to kite the barbs to the middle, and then fireball on all of them. If they split barbs and you already took a tower, that's a fun trick you can do, especially in tower trade situations. Hope I taught you guys something new. Great win against LavaLoon. Alright, into our game against Joe. So far, dude, every single game has just been like a clean 3-minute match. Like, literally, everyone's just kind of been getting destroyed. Like, I'm not even trying to hype myself up too much, but like, this is going really well. We see the Mega Minion. I'll split Skellies, and I honestly might just Xbow in the right, because I have an Archer counter pushing. So we go Xbow. Oh, he goes Baby Dragon. That's really good for me. He's at 6 now. So what is he going to do about this? Barb Barrel. Let me E-Spirit to catch the Barb Barrel. Very important, guys. I say this all the time, but catch your Barb Barrels. I'm going to ignore the Baby Dragon just because I spent quite a lot of Elixir on the Xbow, and he's up Elixir. Yep, goes for the Golem. So see, if I went for the Knight opposite lane, I would have saved all this Baby Dragon damage, but I would have been down 5 into this Golem push. You see what I mean? So sometimes, guys, tower damage as a resource is a very important thing, and you should definitely do it. That was one such case. So we're going to go for the Knight Archers to DPS this Golem, and then go for the low Tesla, and let's see if we can DPS this. This looks like a classic Golem Lightning deck. Wow, yeah, he is going to Lightning. So I think my play here is probably Fireball Log. I hope I hit the Night Witch with that Fireball. Yeah, we do. Nice. And then I'll E-Spirit plus Skellies for all of this. Skellies on the right Golem. We take a lot of damage, actually. That was maybe not the best play. I don't know. I'm taking a lot of damage, like more than I want to take, honestly. Log as well. I took a lot, but honestly, I got so much as well that I guess it's fine. Like, I can totally salvage this position. I'm pretty confident I can hold on to my tower. Like, I know how to deal with Golem. Hopefully, I'll show you guys how to deal with Golem yourselves here. But Golem Lightning, this is a very classic Golem Lightning deck, so very interesting to be up against this. Like, this is like the deck that was meta maybe 5 years ago, you know, Golem, Lightning, Lumberjack, Mega Minion, Baby Dragon. Kind of wild to see it here. Gonna go for the Xbow inwards tile in case he Golems. I can go Tesla to kite it over. Gonna go early Evo Archers because he actually has no responses to the Evo Archers, guys. As you can see, they're just gonna get a lot of value. 3 power shots each. Then gonna go for the high Tesla, E-Spirit as well to clean everything up, and that E-Spirit does not get on the bats. That's unfortunate, but the Xbow, as you can see, is putting in work. Like, it switches from the Golem to the Night Witch after it pops, and that's such an important interaction. Plus, we forced out the Barb Barrel to kill the Xbow, because if not, it might have gotten to the tower. So, beautiful overall. We took no damage in the left, and we just pressured, and I can pretty much just go for 2 Fireballs and 2 Logs, maybe like 3 Fireballs. Yeah, I'll go for the E-Spirit just to see if he doesn't respond to this. That's going to put me in, yeah, 2 Fireball range now. 2 Fireballs, 1 Log. Gonna go for the high Evo Tesla. He's going to Lightning it, but the whole point of this is the anti-lightning placement, so he can't actually hit the tower. Then I'm back to a new Tesla, and as you guys can see, I've been abusing my stacked Archers a lot, because this is one matchup where Archers put in a lot of work. He does not have arrows. He has NATO, Barb Barrel, Lightning, so Archers get a lot of value. And I would just go for the double Fireball plus Log, and that's going to be game. So pretty much a perfect game against Golem, guys. Maybe that defense could have been better against that Night Witch push. Like, maybe I didn't need to Fireball Log. I could have gone for some E-Spirit shenanigans maybe, but still everything worked out perfectly. Beautiful win against Golem, and great defense. Took no damage after that first time. Alright, guys, into our game against S. Hugo Milk. Very interesting name. Not sure what that means, honestly, but just going to give him the good luck. See what's going on here. Real G for life. Pretty funny clan name. Let's just split our Archers. See the Dark Prince. Okay. I'll just Knight for the Dark Prince, and Dark Prince doesn't tell me too much, honestly. I did face a Dark Prince Minor Wallbreakers deck earlier in the push, but I doubt it's going to be that. We see the bats as well. Dark Prince bats. I'm jumping to worst case scenarios right now, and I'm thinking Hog, or not Hog, sorry, I just saw Hog. I'm thinking Giant Graveyard, but thankfully I was proven wrong. It is indeed going to be Hog Rider, so I'm going to go for the Tesla E-Spirit to fully defend the bats plus the Hog. We get some Archer hits in the right, so very nice. And LP, I'm honestly not going to Fireball because it's a -1 and it's not in the lane I want tower damage in. So normally Fireball LP is a good play, but I'm just going to split my Archers because why not, right? Like, and he goes for the Firecracker, so I can Fireball this. Very, very nice, and that's just going to be, like, nothing too problematic, honestly. Like, I'm not really concerned about this situation. Just Knight for the Guardian. Like, honestly, LP ability is a little underwhelming now. I think they nerfed the Guardian a bit, and they nerfed the LP ability itself, so, like, LP's in a pretty balanced spot, I'd say now. It's still very strong as a champion, but it's just, like, in a much more balanced spot, so happy to see that. Gonna pre-Tesla, then Skellies to defend the Tesla against the Dark Prince. Honestly, dude, Tesla is just so weak right now. Like, look, it just looks like it's lagging when it attacks. I feel that the old Tesla might not have taken that hit, but gonna Log, perfectly timed Log, as you guys can see, to take no extra Hog hits and get the Xbow on tower. Now we can go Knight after this MK jumps onto the Tesla, because I want it to jump first, and then I Knight. Okay, kind of mistimed, but it's a bit of a tricky window. But anyways, we get a beautiful little stoppage of the MK in the middle for both towers to work on it. Then E-Spirit high. He goes for the garden. I'm going to go Skellies and not Evo Archers. I don't want to go Evo Archers because I don't want to waste them. I'm actually just going to go for the Xbow, I think, and try and just take the tower here because I think he's low on Elixir. He only has like Dark Prince and Cycle, not back to MK Elixir-wise either. I can go Evo Archers plus log, just barely in time. Firecracker, oh, that's the biggest log ever, and that's going to be a lock, and that's going to be game. So we just kind of destroyed MK Hog Rider in single, guys. Like, that was such a perfect sequence. He goes MK the back. I punished perfectly with the Xbow opposite, and then perfect defense on the MK, and this is definitely just game now. He should give up, but if not, I'll show you guys how to defend. Okay, he's indeed not giving up, so I'll show you guys how to defend against this. I'm not really concerned. Fireball on the LP plus tower. Honestly, like, might as well now that it's double. I'm not too concerned. Knight early. I'm going to get back to 2 knights, guys. So when they go MK the back, if you're going full defense, you go knight first, and you get back to a new knight. That's the goal. Gonna go for the log. Skellies on this Guardian. That's a 3 for 3 against the ability. Low Tesla for the hog. Second knight in business. He already went arrows for my first pair of archers, so new archers in business. As you guys can see, very important Xbow trick is just cycling 2 of something. So I cycled 2 knights for the MK, 2 archers for the arrows, like the first one died, and then the new pair was able to get a lot of value, and we literally just defended that perfectly. Like, that was a perfect game against MK Hog Rider, so hopefully that helps you guys out against the mid-ladder menace type decks of MK Hog Rider. Alright guys, and now we are 2 wins away from Royal Champion League, so honestly feeling really good about this ladder push. I think it's going very well, and honestly, like, about the Tesla, I think it has definitely been noticeably worse, but it hasn't, like, lost me the game, you know? Like, I haven't really had to relearn many interactions, though I'm pretty sure there are new interactions involved with this Tesla, but it hasn't, like, you know, hurt me that much to the point where, like, it's unplayable. So again, I do stand by what I said, guys. I think that Xbow is in a much worse spot. Like, that video was me overreacting, saying Xbow is officially killed, but I definitely think it is a lot worse, especially for more beginner type players. So that band is very aggressive. I'm gonna go for the low E-Spirit, and then I can Xbow. Oh wait, that I have to log as well because that E was his tanked for. But yeah, good Xbow because he's not back to his P.E.K.K.A. I knew he was at like 5, so he couldn't get the P.E.K.K.A. down in time. Now I'll go for the Skellies and then Archers ASAP. You do not want to go Knight on a P.E.K.K.A, guys. It just dies. You want to go Archers. That's the biggest thing. So I'm going to DPS down this P.E.K.K.A, and because we have the Princess and not the Dagger, we can actually get like a normal interaction here, and we actually defend that perfectly. So very nice. Very nicely done, honestly, by me. Just getting a casual lead. Goes for the Ram. Well played. I was a bit scared of that, so I'll just Fireball, honestly, because I need to let it connect. And then he still has to respond to my Knight, actually, because he's playing Princess himself. So what's he going to do? Like, well played with that punish. We're still in the lead. Whoa, those minions are not it, dude. Oh my god, he's going to take like 3 Knight hits. That's 3. That's 4 Knight hits in the right. That was a grave mistake. Goes for the Bandit 2. I'm going to go Skellies for a free +2. And then he goes for... Oh my god, he goes for a Zap. I was going to say, is he going to go for a Zap? And he does. So that's a -4. I'm going to Expo. He's literally at like 1 Elixir right now, guys. He has nothing, and that's just tower down. So wow. We just destroyed P.E.K.K.A in single. That was just a combination of really good micro, like that decision making against the P.E.K.K.A to, you know, go Skellies when he had no Zap in cycle, Archers instead of Knight to DPS, and then Knight after the Archers died for the Ghost. But it was also kind of a case of him flying a bit too close to the sun. You know, he tried to punish. He got a good Ram punish, and he like just was feeling it really hard. So he was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go minions the bridge, but that is a terrible play, dude. Like, come on now. So the minions were bad. He should have gone minions on the Knight, if anything. Would have been much better off. But anyways, gonna go Evo Archers early. Force a Fireball, maybe? Okay, he's going for this. Let me just Fireball everything. That is a fat Fireball if I've ever seen one. Then I can log as well to kill this Evo Ram. Knight for everything. I have an Evo Tesla in cycle if I need to, which I think I will need to use it in a sec here. So let me just go Skellies to protect. I will indeed have to Evo Tesla. Let me just go for this down low. It's going to reset everything. That is so satisfying, man. I just love Evo Tesla. And we're going to get the double pulse, so really good. Fireball everything, and that was a very clean defense. Like, literally nothing to complain about. No mistakes. Everything was perfect, and that is indeed going to be a good game. So P.E.K.K.A, pretty easy matchup, but also this guy did not play it very well. Like, against the good P.E.K.K.A players, they can make it very close against me. They can usually go into overtime, even tiebreaker, and you just win by spell cycle because they can't really break through that well. But still, he played way too aggressive in single. He got very hyped over the fact that he got a Ram connection because, you know, I was not going to let my Tesla just die to the Ram like that. So he got a bit too hyped, ignored the entire night. And yeah, that's one off Royal Champion now, guys. So let's just get the Royal Champion push. Jeremy, okay, top 500 ladder player. Looks like a max ladder badge as well, so should be a decent player here. Let's see what we can do. Gonna give him the good luck. Gonna go for the log. and see what's going on in this match. So we see an eye drag. I am not going to Tesla. My first instinct was Tesla, but if it's Lava Hound, that would be one of the worst Teslas of all time, and I might just lose the game right away, so I'm just going to go for the stacked archers instead. Find out more about his deck. He has the arrows, okay. Going to go for the skellies plus E-Spirit for this eye drag. That should full counter courtesy of the Princess Tower. Honestly, guys, it does feel good to be back to Princess Tower. Like, it really does, because she's just kind of the OG. Like, all the interactions were learned with the Princess Tower, you know. And when Cannoneer was broken, I already made this comment, like, where I made a tier list with one of my friends at the time, and I put Cannoneer in S tier, and I was like, we were so used to learning interactions for so long, and now we're just stuck with, like, Cannoneer, and now Dagger Duchess. I was ahead of my time at that time, because now we're stuck with even more ridiculous stuff with, like, Dagger Duchess invalidating things. But anyways, that's all in the past. Now we're back to that state. Gonna go for a Tesla for this eye drag over here, and then I got some damage, but honestly not much. I messed up my scale against the eye drag, unfortunately, so that was really bad. Any lightnings? I have to Knight. I don't think I can go E-Spirit Log, because he does have arrows in this deck as well. God, okay, we're gonna take a lot of damage. This is not good. E-Giant, and this guy seems like a good player, and he has arrows, lightning. Like, this is definitely not a good matchup, so not looking forward to this one at all. Plus he has a Demolisher, right? So I'm not really... Man, okay, Demolisher is honestly still a very strong card in my opinion. Like, I think it does pretty solid. Let me Xbow though. I think he's low on Elixir, so he shouldn't be back to E-Giant either. I can probably just ignore the Fisherman and then Demolisher. Oh no, oh I messed up, wow, okay. Fisher gets two, oh my god, 2 hits, are you serious? Okay, that was a misplay on my end, guys, but that's kind of stupid. Like, wow, Demolisher is still such a good Expo counter, are you kidding me? And it explodes in the tower. I should have gone Skellies, I don't know why, I just froze. Bro, okay, we're gonna have to come back here. This is not it at all. Hi Tesla. Goes for the eye drag in the back, that's fine. I'll split my archers. You don't want to stack them against arrows decks. You usually want to split them if you can. Goes E-Giant. I'm going to go Expo into this. I don't care. Like, I'm just going to do it and then see what he does. Arrows, okay, he does hit both. Oh, he misses one. Nice, okay. Log, E-Spirit, Knight, and then we should be able to get a lock. Come on, Evo Archer on the tombstone. Give me a lock, give me a lock. And we get one. Beautiful. So Evo Archer put in a lot of work. As I said, guys, split your Evo Archers. Now he has a decision to make. He's going to Lightning the Expo, but then the Knight's going to get a lot of value. I think I can Expo at 6 right here, and he should not have enough for the E-Giant. Skellies for the eye drag, goes for a Demolisher instead. Let me just log, and then Knight as well. Hopefully don't explode on the Expo. Okay, goes for the E-Giant, that's fine. I'll go Archers, just kind of DPS it down, force out the arrows, and I can go for a high Tesla. And now we are cooking, guys. That was off to a bad start, but I kind of bounced back with a good punish, and we're back in this game. I'm just going to Expo at 6. Like, I don't care if he lightnings because he's still going to take damage. And I have an Evo Tesla fully healthy supporting. Let me go for the log. Let me E-Spirit Skellies for this eye drag. And then Evo Archers too. They're going to melt everything. Yo, hold up. Evo Archers, come on, do your thing. No, he's going to arrows, but they did still melt the eye drag while they could. I'm going to Expo again. We have an Evo Archer still alive, and he's not back to E-Giant. He's at like 5 Elixir right now. So I'm going to log the Tombstone. Should be a lock and should be game right there. Beautiful. Okay, we got him, guys. We got him. So great punish. He goes for Lightning, not enough. That's going to be game indeed. So basically the way to play against E-Giant is you defend very well, but if they make a mistake and you get momentum, you press on that momentum non-stop. You do not let them get away with it. So that was a great example of just constant pressure and double kind of getting him. And that's going to be Royal Champion League, guys. That is the goal achieved with 0 losses along the way. So great ladder push with 3.0 Xbow. Hopefully just shows you guys that I know it's not easy after the Tesla nerf, but you can still do well if you are a good Xbow player. You know, like I outplayed so many people here. As you can see, straight dubs, like no losses anywhere. So that was so clean. And yeah, that's an awesome ladder push. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Royal Champion again with 3.0 undefeated. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.